The drip-drip of Epstein revelations have become a torrent. Photographs and emails which Andrew Mountbatten Windsor must deeply regret, even if none of them prove any wrongdoing. What they do confirm is the wisdom of the decision to strip him of his royal titles before the latest embarrassing details became public. More emails between the disgraced paedophile and Andrew's ex-wife are equally toe-curling. In 2010, just months after Epstein had completed a prison sentence for soliciting prostitution, Sarah Ferguson wrote, "You are a legend. I really don't have the words to describe my love, gratitude for your generosity and kindness. I am at your service. Just marry me." The former prince has declined to answer questions from the US authorities, but a lawyer representing Epstein's victims says it's time to compel him to do so.
If I were his criminal attorney, I would be saying, keep your head down and don't say a word. But realistically speaking, I think the Department of Justice here in the States needs to utilize the abilities that they have currently under their capabilities and the laws of the states to enforce his testimony and potentially prosecute him in the States and extradite him.
But it seems unlikely that it will lead to further criminal investigations.
There's a lot of correspondence, there's a lot of emails, there's a lot of photographs, there's a lot of horrible photographs that appear to be taken by Mr. Epstein or people around him, but that doesn't allow us necessarily to prosecute somebody.
The latest batch of material also embarrasses Lord Peter Mandelson, with photographs of him in his underwear, though he points out they provide no clear link to Epstein. There are also bank statements which appear to show he received $75,000 from Epstein in 2 separate payments. In a statement, Lord Mandelson said he had no record or recollection of these funds. But with victims, lawyers, journalists and the public poring over the millions of freshly released documents, it might not be the end for anyone caught up in the Epstein social network. Ian Woods, ITV News.
Our political correspondent Tom Sheldrick joins me now with more on this. And Tom, there are questions tonight, aren't there, about the influence Jeffrey Epstein might have had while Peter Mandelson was in government?
That's right. We're talking about 2009, when Peter Mandelson was the business secretary and Jeffrey Epstein had been released from prison after being convicted of soliciting prostitution from a minor. These latest documents include emails between them appearing to show Epstein requesting changes to a government policy on taxing bankers' bonuses. Mandelson replied saying he was trying hard to amend the plans. Then Mandelson suggested that the chief executive of the banking group JP Morgan should, quote, mildly threaten his cabinet colleague, the Chancellor Alistair Darling, over the policy. Today, Lord Mandelson has said that every bank was making the same argument about the policy, and his conversations in government reflected the views of the sector as a whole, not a single individual. But a Labour MP, Andy MacDonald, has described this as another colossal misjudgment. He and a number of colleagues are calling for Lord Mandelson to be kicked out of the Labour Party. The Conservative leader, Kemi Badenoch, has also called for the Prime Minister to suspend his party membership and to launch an investigation into how Mandelson was able to be sent money by the convicted paedophile Epstein while he was in government. Tonight, the Labour Party have told us they take all complaints seriously and they are investigated in line with their rules and procedures. Sir Keir Starmer sacked Lord Mandelson as his US ambassador in the autumn after previous revelations. Now he's clearly under pressure to take further action.